So in this chapter today of Bleach, it really nothing in there that excited me too much. It was just pure dialogue. It started off with like Misaki just falling down, and it was really like cool. She's had like this weird hollow match just screaming at her, and she was just looking, and what Hara was saying, like it was mainly just him explaining everything to and Iishin, and then saying, hey, I've been like checking out this girl for her condition for about 100 years, and he's saying, Amurahara was the one who got expelled, and he's like, really, you just don't care. He's like, yeah, just say that. It's like, I don't need to know about anything. It's saying, and he just said, Masaki will never go back to the way she was. So when he said that, I think that might have explained why she couldn't, do anything against maybe like when Ichigo died. Maybe that was like she has like no power no more. Like, so she had to basically become pure human and lose her, like, Quincy power, which might have, like, agitated the Quincy's if this happens. And they were saying, originally that, the holification was actually meant to use, to strengthen, Shinigami's souls, but that they didn't have enough technology to control it, so it got scrapped. And basically, it's like, they say you can't change it back, but we can save their life. And he was like saying, in the end, they need to like get the two souls like to control together. Like as he explained how he saved like the advisor's lives. He's saying like he used I think it was like a Quincy arrow and then a human soul in it to actually save that, I think, like, and as well as saying if you do not do this process, that it will make a soul suicide where like the souls will destroy themselves. And it was like I was like trying to think it through it, and it was like some of the stuff I didn't really think we needed to know. I mean, the soul suicide and like all that stuff, but it's saying we need something of the opposite opposing power to save this, and then it was like, lies, like, and it turns out the only one that can do it is Iishin, since, the opposites of humans are hollows, the opposites of Soul Reapers are Quincy's, so the only one who can do this at the moment is Iishin, and, well, I guess at this point, Urahara as well can, but I don't think he is going to do that because he loves his power so much that he don't give a shit. And he said, he's going to give them something that's made like a shell that's made from the human soul, and what happens when you, go for it. It's saying if you do this, you'll become a complete opposite, and once you enter it, it's like you probably won't be able to go back as a Shinigami. You won't be able to see hollows. You won't be able to see a lot of things. So I don't know what happened to Iishin. What happened to him during that time? Because obviously during the Iishin thing, he was there. He was there with his hollow powers, his Shinigami powers. So maybe he wasn't as strong as he originally was. Maybe something like that. And then Iishin was like, I don't give a shit. I'll do it. And he's like, yeah, I'll do it because, it's someone who saved me, and then I'll have regrets, and I'll be ashamed of myself if I don't do something like this. And the chapter just ends saying, we're going to start the operation, and Iishin comes and protects Masaki from that hollow mask, and saying, I came here to protect you. So, overall, it wasn't much this week, and I believe it is Golden Week next week, so we won't be getting a chapter. So, something not really got me like excited, since I think we probably got like a couple of more chapters, maybe two chapters or 3 left on this little backstory of Masaki. But let me know in the comment section below what you think about this. But because I didn't really get into this chapter too much. It was just like just more like dialogue. But thank you very much for watching. As always, remember, strut like a panda. Sign out, and I'll see you next time.